Cosmic Chaos. Chapter 6. The Guardians of Light. This chapter is about the first and former four guardians of light, the four highest and most trusted angels in all of heaven, second to God himself. This is the story about the fall of the four guardians of light, and how they became the four demons of hell and the events that lead them to this fate. The beginning of space and time, eons before the events of the warp. Space and time has just begun, and heaven is working tirelessly under the supervision of God as he plans and prepares for the creation and the start of all. Of space and time, all angels are on deck under the supervision of God, all training, preparing, and learning of what God has asked and instructed of them to do, the creation of everything. God begins to start with the creation of space and time and has charged and chosen for all angels to be put under the command of his most powerful and most trusted angels in all of heaven, the four guardians of light. The guardians of light run and command all of heaven north, south, east, and west, and are second and only answer to God himself. It is the guardians of light that are tasked with overseeing the beginning of space and time and running and commanding of all of the angels that are tasked with this monumental task. The beginning of space and time. The guardians of light are addressing all of the angels of heaven, the guardians of light. So I guess we have all heard of what God is planning to do and what he has started already. We did not want or ask to be put in charge, but as it has always been written, the guardians of light are the commanders and protectors of all of heaven, and as the same as before God has charged us with overseeing this task. We do not know what lies ahead for us, and this is the first time that we have ever done anything like this. But heaven did not just come out of thin air, and it was created also by God himself and all of us that helped him in the creation of it, and we were all successful in doing so. And all four of us know that no matter what this task is and what it lies ahead for us, that we know we can all do it again. We have faith in all of you, and we all know this is probably going to be the hardest thing that we have ever done. But we know, as we have done before, if we all pull together and never give up, we will all together do it again. All of the angels cheer and prepare for the creation of space and time. The guardians of light. Typhon. Well, I knew it was best to leave the speeches to you. I know I wouldn't have been able to talk all of the angels into doing it myself, but you are the angel of knowledge after all. Alabasandria. Thank you, and you are the angel of power. It is your power and will that is going to help us in the success and completion of doing this great task, but just remember, knowledge is power. Cerberus. And I'm the angel of combat. You all wouldn't be here without me. I'm protecting you all. Bushasta. And I'm the angel of souls, and you have to have a soul to go into combat. I think the point is we're all connected and we're all one and the same, and God intended for it to be that way. One cannot do without the other. We all need to look after and protect each other, because all four of us together, we all make up the power that is heaven, and if one of us falls, we all fall. We are the guardians of light. Alabasandria. Maybe it should be you who is the angel of knowledge, because that was pretty knowledgeable. Bushasta. Thank you, but I am fine with what I am. Cerberus is. Here he comes. Here who comes. It's him. It's Lucifer. Lucifer, what's up, bitches? The guardians of light. Oh my God, yes. Hello, Lucifer. How are you? Lucifer. Well, I don't know if you've heard, but dear old dad has just got the idea to, create something called space and time. The guardians of light. Yes, we heard. Lucifer. He has enough trouble keeping this place running, and now he wants to do this. No offense to the old man, but isn't he a little bit too old for all of this? He should be Netflixing and chilling or something, not getting all hot and bothered, stressing himself out, going on with trying to create space and time and all that crap. The guardians of light. Wow, Lucifer, forever the visionary. If you bothered to listen to your father's teachings and learn from him for once, you would realize why he is doing this. He's doing this for all of us. He knows that heaven and the light that powers it is an almost unlimited energy resource, but not an unlimited energy resource. Heaven's light and energy will only last for so long, and when that light and energy runs out, what do you think will happen next? We all die. Heaven cannot run or exist without light, and that light is dying. That's why he's doing this. He's doing this to save us, not out of greed or power. He's doing this to keep our light alive, which keeps us all alive. Lucifer. Just to say I haven't learned anything at all, tell me, how is he planning to keep our very light alive? The guardians of light. By the worship and prayers of all beings that would reside inside of our created space and time. Lucifer. Exactly. You say he's not doing it for greed and power, but that's the exact reason for why he is doing this. Just think about it. That's all he's ever done. That's the reason he created this place in the first place, why he created the first of us to worship him, and the reason why he has created the rest of us since. He lusts for that greed and power. He cannot live without it, and he knows it's only a matter of time before our almost unlimited energy resource runs out, and he wouldn't be able to create any more of us anymore, and that terrifies him, the fact that he wouldn't be worshipped anymore. And that is why he is doing this. Yes, I am not arguing that he is not doing this to save us all, but you cannot argue that he is not doing this for that very reason. As well, all of the worships and praise will give us forever constant energy and light, but it will also give him unlimited power, the power he also lusts and greeds for. Cerberus, if you weren't God's son, I would take your head off of your shoulders right now. How dare you speak about our All-Father in that way? He has given you everything and has asked for nothing in return. He is doing this for all of us, not the behavior of somebody who only lusts for greed and power. You are a spoilt, adolescent child who never recognizes what is done for everyone that is around them, let alone himself. You might know that if you had the responsibilities that we had. Lucifer. Oh, please, what responsibilities? You guard a light bulb, you're the angel of combat, and you've never seen combat, you've never had anybody to combat against? Don't talk to me about privilege. You were given that title, and you had to do nothing to earn it. You're just as adolescent and spoiled as I am. Alabasandria. This is getting us nowhere. Did you just come here to annoy us, or did you come here for a specific reason? Lucifer. Nope, I just did what I came here to do. Food for thought. Just think about it. What I have just said. You know it is true. He is not just doing this just to save us all. He is doing this because he's a greedy old son of a bitch. Lucifer leaves. The Guardians of Light. Cerberus. You know that part where I said I wanted to take his head off of his shoulders. I wasn't joking. He's an insufferable moron. I really, really do not like him. Alabasandria. Yes, I know, but you getting all riled up like that doesn't make it any better. You're just playing into his hands. We all know how much of a manipulative person he is. That's why God never put him in charge. He put us in charge. He trusts us. And we must continue to gain that trust. We cannot play into his hands. And God has just made us the guardians of light, and the last thing that we all want to do right now is to mess it all up by taking him seriously. God has entrusted this to all of us, and we need to keep sight of that. Just focus on what God has entrusted us all to do. Bush Shasta. Okay, you are right, but you cannot argue with what he has just said, can you? Alabasandria. Which part? The part where he said that God isn't just doing this to save us all? I know I am not the only one who has been feeling this for a while now. I know a lot of us have been feeling this for a while now. God does not have all of our best interests at heart, and everything that he has done hasn't been for the benefit of all of us, and he is keeping us in the dark about something and has not been telling us everything, and that some of the things that he has been doing have not been for the benefit of all of us, and some of his actions have only been for his benefit and his benefit alone. Typhon. No, you are not wrong there. I have sensed this as well. And you don't have to be the angel of power to sense that there is a lot of greed and power that is inside of him. It's been obvious to me for a long time now that God does what he does because of these very reasons, but I paid it no mind because I thought he was doing it for the benefit of all of us. But over the years, it has slowly become more and more clear to me that this is not always the case. There has been times where he has only acted in self-interest, and this is one of those times. This is why he is doing this, to create himself a forever chain of greed and power. Alabasandria. Being the angel of power, I am not surprised why you would say that, but just remember, none of us would even be here if it wasn't for him. Nothing would be here if it wasn't for him. And we all need to remember that. Nobody is perfect here, not even him, and he might not have done everything that was in everyone's self-interests. But I know when it comes down to the bottom of it, heaven and all of his creations that are inside of it is in all of our best interests, and would do anything to protect that. The creation of life and the protection of life itself is his top priority, and greediness and selfishness is Lucifer's domain, not his. Just remember, God is our protector and savior, and Lucifer as well, a piece of shit. I mean, he is just God's son. Put Lucifer out of your minds and stay on task. We have all of space and time to start building. The Guardians of Light start to organize and prepare all of the angels and start to prime their powers for the creation of space and time. 2 weeks later, and the creation of space and time has started to begin. The Guardians of Light. So what are we waiting for? All of the angels are here and are ready to begin. Alabasandria. Not yet, we were told to wait. Cerberuses. Wait for what? Not for what? For who? Bushyasta. Okay, who are we waiting for? I don't know, but all I have heard is that who or whatever it is has only ever spoken to God itself, and that it is that who God has sent to us himself. It is supposed to be God's silent partner or something, so to speak, but no one has ever come into contact with it before, or whatever it is, and it is supposed to help us to start in the creation of all of space and time. Typhon. Yes, I've heard of it before as well. It is supposedly supposed to be as powerful as God himself, and is considered to be his equal, and rumor has it from the very beginning, before everything. Before us, that it was God and it itself that began everything, and first created heaven together themselves and in completion. It again will be helping all of us, being a silent partner running things behind the scenes, and God will be the forefront of heaven. It's just a rumor, though. The Guardians of Light. Holy fuck, where did you come from? It's the silent partner. The Guardians of Light. This thing's like fricking Batman or something, and he does not even exist yet. Hello, who are you? Scratch that, what are you? As to, in this part of the chapter of the story will be set at the time before time, the beginning before the beginning of existence itself. This chapter of the story will be about the one who started everything, the one who created everything. As to we get to see as the one with God himself will themselves together will be starting into the forging of everything. Creating everything, as to we will get to see on how everything actually truly began, as to in this part of the story we will get to discover who the one truly is, and into how the events truly unfolded into the existence that the entire of the cosmos and all of space and time that the cosmos lives in today. This part of the story is about the most powerful unknown entity equal to God himself. This part of the story is about the one, the silent partner. It is now the time before even time itself, as to we are in a cave, and in this cave there is a woman screaming in agonizing pain, but this screaming and agonizing pain is not the screams of torture of anguish, as to there is someone with her. Someone who is knowing that knows that this screaming is screams of joy and happiness, as to the one says, yeah, easy for you to say, you've never given birth before. As to right now, God is with the silent partner. As to right now, the silent partner is giving birth. As to God is holding and supporting the silent partner, but says, what do I do? I've never done anything like this before. As to the silent partner says, yeah, and you never will. God, what do you mean? You tell me you made up this stupid rule as to how only women can give birth. Why the fuck can't men give birth as well? God. You know why we've gone through this 1,000 times? Men should not give birth. There's only one way the child can come out of, and trust me, my dear, nobody is going to want to see that. And think about the ones that will come out being born that way. They'll just be called a shit for the rest of their lives. Trust me, my dear, it's best for everybody this way. All right, just shut up. I'll take your word for it. Just shut up and help me. Oh shit, it's coming. The silent partner is thrashing and screaming in absolute pain, as to God says, come on, it can't be that bad. As to God looks and freaks out and says, nope, never mind, that looks like absolute torture. Just shut up and help me. God holds and grips the silent partner, as to she gives out one last loudest scream in pain, as to she gives one last push, as to out of nowhere who or whatever it is comes suddenly shooting out of the silent partner, as to God has to react in a split second and catch who or whatever it is. God. Holy shit, that was quick. That was crazy. Is it always going to happen like that? Nope, it's not. Not everyone is going to be able to react like that. Not everyone is going to have God-like reflexes like that. In fact, no one will have, so we're going to have to sort that one out. As of right now, pregnancy and giving birth is going to have to be a lot slower than that. You can't just have whoever or whatever it is coming and shooting right out of you like a rocket or a cannonball or something. It will only ever kill the parent, or the parent it has been fired straight into, or it will just kill the poor little bugger themselves. Silent partner. Yeah, well, you can sort that all out later while I'm not busy with, not bleeding to death and patching myself up from this absolute nightmare and torture. I mean, wonderful experience anyway. How is who, or whatever it is? God. Well, it looks fine. Wait a minute. Aren't these things supposed to be crying or something? It's just looking up at me and staring at me. Silent partner. Well, like I said, you made up the rules. You tell me, you said that they should be coming out all crying and screaming their heads off to tell the parents that they are alive and everything. God. Oh yeah, right, the sign or alarm or something. Anyway, yeah, why aren't you doing that? What's your malfunction? I did not program for you to be this way. Anyway, who cares? You must have a warrior spirit or something. Silent partner. Yeah, he's like a little ninja or something. Is he a he? God. Yeah, he's got one of those little stick-looking thingies I have got. Or silent partner. You mean a penis? Bring him here? God takes the thing to the silent partner. You mean him? It's a him? Oh, sorry. God? Who are you talking to? Silent partner. Nobody. Anyway, here you go. Here he is. God gives the thing to the silent partner. You mean he? Right, sorry. Silent partner. Yeah, you're right. He's not crying or anything. He's just looking up at me. No, wait a minute. He's doing something. He's smiling at me. God. Yeah, he must like you or something. He must know you're its mother. Yeah, and it must know you're its father. And it didn't smile at you because fathers and sons don't get along with each other in that way. I remember you telling me that once. God. Yeah, well, it's supposed to be that way. It makes them stronger, or the relationship between a father and son better that way. I can't quite remember, really. Silent partner. Yeah, you can't remember the rules you came up with. Yeah, that definitely sounds like you. Anyways, yes, I am your all-powerful knowing mother, and that's your dipshit father. God. She means to say I am the all-powerful and knowledgeable father. Yeah, right. But she's right, mothers do know best, so remember to listen to your mother. Silent partner. Yeah, maybe you can tell that to him when he is older, and hopefully wiser than you, when he can walk and talk and all that. I'm telling you, this is going to be just as hard for us as it is going to be as hard for him. Nobody has ever done anything like this before. Nothing in the whole of the existence of everything has ever done anything like this before. How in the fuck are we going to do this? God. I don't know, we'll just wing it or something. Trust me, I wrote it that way. Silent partner. Yeah, well, maybe you could have written it in an easier way. You've just made it unnecessarily harder on everybody. God. Yeah, well, it's supposed to be written that way, you know, stronger and wiser and all that. Silent partner? Okay. Whatever you say, all-powerful father and all that. So, anyway, what do we do with him? Or what are we even going to call him? Or God? Well, I've always liked the name Justin Bieber. That sounds awesome to me. Silent partner. No, we are not calling him that. We are definitely not calling him that. I don't know what it is. I just get the feeling it will turn out to be an absolute fucking disaster or something. He'll turn out to be like the devil or something. God. Okay, then how about, do you think about calling him Michael? No, he looks like he has a look of defiance in his eyes. And that's not the right name for him. That's the name for something of great heroism and triumph. And I'm sorry, I just get the feeling that is not his destiny. God. And what destiny do you think that he has? Silent partner. I'm not sure, but it's not the destiny that would be for heroes and saints. This is a destiny for something else entirely. A destiny of great evil and purpose. God. And what purpose would that be? Silent partner. To bring balance. God. No, that's Anakin Skywalker. It's his job to bring balance. Trust me, I've just watched those Star Wars movies. They're great. Silent partner. Yeah, you and everyone else, but shut up. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a different sort of purpose. A purpose of great evil and importance. The purpose of bringing balance to the very existence of existence itself in the most of evilest of ways. God. And do you think that is the most wisest of ways to do this? I had always envisioned of the perfect little utopia, the utopia that we once discussed. Silent partner. I know, and I truly wanted it that way as well, but you truly know, as I do, that is just how it cannot be. You know as well as I do that true balance cannot be that way. You know as well as I do that balance cannot exist the way we truly wanted it to, the perfect little utopia. We are both wise enough to know that for existence to exist, it must exist in that perfect balance of good and evil, light and dark, and that is exactly what his purpose shall be. That is why he has been born. You thought as well as I thought that it shall be the other way, the way that we thought it would be the light. The light that would be the one to come first. The one to be the one to emerge itself into existence, but we were wrong. It is the darkness. The darkness is to be the one to be born first. The darkness to be the one to first take its rightful place in all of existence, to be the one to start everything, and truly start what this existence shall be. Not the existence of perfect harmony, but the existence of perfect balance, and it will start with the perfect of evils. It will start with him, God. Are you sure? Are you sure that is the destiny for him, the destiny for all of existence? Silent partner. Nobody is ever truly sure about anything, but I am going to be as sure as I am ever going to be, and that surety is telling me that is how this must be done, and that is who he must be. God. Okay, if you are sure, and I know if you are going to have a successful marriage, the wife is the boss. Silent partner. Yes, it is now. Shut up anyway. What were we doing? Oh yeah, what are we going to call this little shit? I mean, perfect little evil little shit. God. What's the best name to call a perfect evil little shit? Silent partner. The one that we know best, we call him Lucifer. It has now been 1 year since that the silent partner has given birth to the perfect little shit known as Lucifer, as to we are right now again, inside of the very same cave, that since 1 year primarily that the silent partner gave birth to Lucifer, as to once yet again the silent partner is giving birth again to their newbornly child, as to the silent partner is once yet again going through the same agonizing pain and torture giving birth. Silent partner. Since that everything has to be written by you, you could, write for this not to be as fucking painful? God. Sorry, my dear. You know no pain, no gain, and stronger and wiser and all that. Silent partner. Yeah, that's for bodybuilding, not for giving birth. Anyway, shut up and get over here. God quickly rushes over to help the silent partner. Just remember as before you stand there and do nothing and I'll do all the work. Get ready to catch it. The second thing shoots out of the silent partner and God catches it. You mean him? Yeah, sorry. God? Holy shit, just about managed to catch this one as well. Seriously, we need to sort that out. Women cannot give birth like that. It's just going to end up in a fucking disaster every time. Silent partner. Yeah, well, you can sort that out in your own time. Anyway, come here. He's smiling at you instead of me this time. God takes hold of the thing and starts to cuddle him. Silent partner. How many times do I have to tell you they're not things, they're she's or he's, pronouns? God. You mean pronouns, and don't even get me started on that. That sure as hell wasn't me who came up with that mentalness in the first place. But yes, you're right. They're not things. They're hims. And who are you talking to anyway? Silent partner. Just someone who doesn't have a fucking clue in what they are doing. God just looks at the silent partner. Okay then. Anyway, yes, he's not screaming or crying either. He must have a warrior spirit as well. We need to get that sorted out as well. People need to get that alarm, that they're alive. Silent partner. Yes, well, you sort that out in your own time as well while I'm raising your 2 kids. God. Don't worry, I will be building and teaching them as well, but I don't know if you feel it, but this one has a completely different destiny. A completely different destiny entirely. The silent partner. Yes, I felt it. I felt it more than you trust me, but yes, you are right. As we felt that feeling with Lucifer, the feeling of great destiny and darkness, we feel the same great sense of destiny, but in a completely different way, the complete opposite side to that destiny's coin, the destiny of greatness and triumph. The destiny to fight and combat darkness itself, the destiny of light. God. Yeah, so I guess this is him, then the golden boy of all of existence himself. It's Michael. Silent partner. Well, yeah, you could sound a little bit more enthusiastic when you say it like that. Why do you say it like that? God. Well, forgive me for saying it like this, but the whole thing sounds a little bit lame to me. The whole thing about goodness against evilness, lightness against darkness. I mean, like it hasn't already been done a billion times before. The whole thing's just cliché if you ask me. Silent partner. Yeah, well, it was written by all-powerful knowing Father, so it's your fault. So yes, it's the all-badass forever good against evil thing that keeps that perfect balance in balance, so just shut up and roll with it. So anyway, what are we going to call him? And we're not calling him Justin Bieber. God. No, I thought Jack Doherty. Just joking, he is more of a devil than he is. Oh yeah, the good one we were going to call him Michael and the little shit we were going to call him Lucifer. Silent partner. Oh yeah, right, the golden boy Michael and the little shit Lucifer. God. Yes, but are you still sure that you want to do it like this? The golden dragon, boy, and the little shit from hell, even though that fucked up place doesn't even exist yet. Silent partner. Yes, it has to be that way. Balance and all that. God? Yeah, but it's just a little bit unfair on the little bugger. It seems like one has got the greatest end of the stick and the other one has got the absolute worst. It's just a little bit unfair if you ask me. Silent partner. I wasn't. But yes, I guess I see where you are coming from. It does seem to be a little bit unfair. But look at it from this perspective. One is going to be a goodie. goody two-shoes that some people will come to think as, oh my god, that guy is so lame and boring, and the other one is an absolute demon devil badass straight from hell that doesn't even exist yet. What do you think some people will come to think of as that guy is? God, the demon bad bitch from hell. Yes, maybe not as bad as you think. God. Okay then, I just wanted the whole thing to be a perfect little paradise. Silent partner. Well, I'm sorry, but it's not now. Stop moaning and get over here and help me raise these two little things. I mean, little men. It has been 5 years past since the little shit. Lucifer and Michael have been conceived and born from the silent partner herself. And for 5 years now, the silent partner and God have been to the best of their abilities, have been teaching Lucifer and Michael in their ways, the ways of good and evil. Teaching them the lightness and the darkness that this is going to be coming to be known throughout all of existence, and the silent partner and God are already starting to see the signs of the lightness and darkness that resides inside of both of them as to the silent partner, and God also start to realize something into themselves. God. It has always been as it has always been, but even for myself I did not realize it has always been what it has been for ourselves. Silent partner. Yes, I did not realize it for myself until, I gave birth to another couple of hundred of our kids. Then I started to realize things are not as black and white as we originally intended for it to be, or just thought that is just how it was going to turn out to be, but neither we were right or wrong, but realized how things are truly meant to be. You have written it for yourself. The child inherently inherit from their mothers and fathers, and all of our child daughters and sons alike do not completely have either all of the darkness and lightness that is inside of them, even Lucifer and Michael, as to, we thought either one of them will have fully the lightness and darkness that is inside of them, but it turns out that all of them, including them too, all have the lightness and darkness that is inside of them, including Lucifer and Michael. God. Well, like you say, my dear, I intended for it to be written that way. What do you mean? God. Well, like you said before, balancing a balance that must exist and exist in all of the existence. Well, long after we started to raise our first two children, I started to realize something that is inside of you and me that is inside of them. They both have the lightness and the darkness that is inside of them. And where do you think that they got that from? They got that from us, the lightness and the darkness that I did not even know that resides inside of us. Nothing is completely good or evil, not even us. I realize that both of us have both sides of that coin as well. And so do they. They all do. All of our children have the good, the evil. The lightness and the darkness that will reside inside of all of them forever. They have what every single living thing in all of existence is going to have: humanity. Silent partner. So what are we to do? That is not how it is meant to be. That is not how it is written. That is not how you have written it. God. Yes, well, it is not just all of our children that will be guided and taught to, by the both of us. We are going to forever be evolving and teaching ourselves as well. Forever having to make those forever changes and adapting to those situations when they arise. And for right now, that is what that situation is. Just now realizing what we truly are and what they truly are. Knowing that no one or no thing is truly good or evil. We're just human. Silent partner. Yeah, okay then if you say so, coming from people who can create an entire freaking existence. God. Yeah, I'm Batman, baby. God, we're all human. At the end of the day, it's just us two are over the level of 9,000 humans. The silent partner just giggles. You've been watching too much of that Dragon Ball Z as well as Star Wars. Who knew the all-powerful father was such a nerd? Yeah, well, I'm like that king of the nerds from The Big Bang Theory.